One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
This week on Blood, Sweat and Gears, we join our friends from the motocross world as they search for thrills in a more wacky and unique form as they get the chance to compete in the RedBull Soapbox Derby. After being chosen from 30,000 applicants, would they be able to build a winning machine? Sit back, race fans, as we follow this madcap race.
My name's Mark McCann, owner of FRO Systems, adrenaline sports company. We decided that we wanted to enter the RedBull Soapbox just for a bit of fun really, so we can get all the team together to make something special.
It's got to be less than 2 metres wide, less than 2.5 metres tall and less than 5 metres in length. And it's got to have a ground clearance of 10 centimetres.
We've got the right amount of people around us with engineers and marketing people to make it, you know, a special day out.
There's a 4-man team, a maximum of 2 people can be in the vehicle.
Okay.
And the showmanship part of it starts from the moment you push the cart up the backside of the ramp, ready to go down.
My name's Tom Benner and I am the marketing manager at FRO Systems.
I like the idea of the Batman and Robin though, and everyone thinking it's one thing, then all of a sudden a big twist.
Yeah, it'd be brilliant. All sheet clothing.
Yeah, I'm going to be working very closely with obviously the team as a whole. Obviously we've got the team on the day which will be doing the theatrics and getting the cart from the top to the bottom.
So it's a London Black Cab, so on the day everyone's going to go
Just
to
like Ben's
London.
number plate.
Again, I think there's a few teams from London there, so again, just be careful that we don't use that same thing.
I'd imagine
Tube train.
I think the biggest problem we're going to have is building something, you know, which we can use on the day, because, you know, we've got one lad, Brett, who's a carpenter. We've got Baggy, who knows a lot about mechanics. Yeah, and we've got to somehow sort of make something which can work, and that's going to be our biggest downfall really, because we haven't got the tools or the equipment to make what we need to on the day.
Who is going to be driving? Because we have to tell Anna tomorrow who is going to be driving. Now I know we have to specify who's in the vehicle and who is actually going to be driving.
We want it to be, I think when we first talked about it, we were going to be the big jokers and, you know, just sort of like go there for fun, and we didn't really. But now, you know, every idea we do want to win, of course we do.
Choose Lord of the Rings and you can have Frodo.
From what we figured out, you've got to get to the bottom. So, number one, you've got to get to finish without crashing, ideally. Number two, ideally get down there with the doors falling off at the last jump, but still managing to get to the bottom. Yeah, be entertaining, have a bit of a story, a script, and we've, you know, with the team we've done tonight, I think, you know, it's got to be instant recognisable from the crowd really, so that everybody knows instantly what it is and what it's about.
And then obviously, like, the car would be something iconic, so like the DB5 with all the gadgets.
Lotus Esprit. The Lotus Esprit.
At least with that we could like make stuff come out and get more exciting.
So you've got the thing that comes out of the wheels, you've got the smoke screen, you've got oil slips.
See if we did the Delboy
I think Mark you know, hit the nail on the head. It's about getting the, you know, importantly, yes, is getting the cart to the bottom. So that's priority number one. But obviously priority number two is obviously he's engaging the audience. We're going to be entertaining.
So is that what we're going to do then? Okay, so we need 2 more.
So you two are driving, yeah?
Jack and myself in the car. I'd imagine probably Jack driving as Batman and Robin, Dell and Rodney. And then we'd have Claire, which is great to get Claire involved. She's been a part of the team for, you know, a few years now on the design side. So she's sort of adding that input and also being more involved in the day, which is great. So she'll be the lady who's getting mugged from the classic scene where they were doing the fancy dress. And Ben will be the mugger, which is absolutely ideal for him.
Right then, Alexendra Palace, London, here we come.
Vehicle Design decided, could they bring their idea to life? As well as a memorable theme, the team still have to make it strong, safe and capable of speed if they're to have a shot at glory. Once a suitable chassis had been fabricated, it was time to put it to the test. A simple matter of heading to the nearest hill.
I'll give a shove at the top there.
How are you feeling about this, Mark?
I think it's going to be good.
Did he break there?
The hospital's not far away anyway. It's only a couple of miles.
I always think with these things it's worse when you're not in control.
Not in control.
Well, no, I'm not in control. It's because there's nothing I can do about it.
Oh yeah, the passenger.
I think we've got brakes. Yeah.
That's faster.
Having passed the rigorous test, it was time to construct a body. This in itself a part of the competition, as all vehicles would be judged on their appearance. With the masterpiece completed, it was time for it to be loaded up for its wacky race at London's Alexendra Palace.
Which team are you?
Only throwing horses.
What, sorry?
Only throwing horses, throw systems. We're late, as per usual. We're supposed to be in by 12 o'clock, and I think that's for scrutineering, and we're struggling.
balance it up a little bit.
It's not better to get the tent off first, and you've got space to get people inside.
Can do, yeah, can do.
I think that was a better option.
But the problem is with the tent.
We can put the tent up there temporarily.
Yeah, but it's
you can
still,
use our trains.
Yeah, the problem is the tent, right? It's still got the legs that are coming out the back.
Oh,
Right, sir.
we'll give you a rest.
Finally, we arrive at the race venue. Time to set up in preparation for the event.
We had a bit of disaster after the meeting. A few people who promised to help us unfortunately pulled out, which left us really to the fact that we weren't sure if we were going to be able to do it or not. But then some other people came on board really by accident, and it's turned out for the best. We were going to manufacture a soapbox through a company which were over in Stourbridge. Unfortunately, they pulled out because they had too much to do, and so did the company in Coventry. So we were at a bit of a loose end. And we've got a chap working at my house at the minute who's building an extension, and I talked to him, and it turned out he raced go-karts, and he said he got a lot of experience in building cars and said he was willing to help us. Well, Rich Brenton races go-karts, and he has done for many, many years. He told us what was safe and what wouldn't be safe. I had some ideas, and he told me that at one stage he wasn't prepared to help us if I wanted to go down that route, simply because he was worried about the safety. The chassis itself is based on a go-kart. We've took a lot of pieces from a go-kart and manufactured it to fit the two seats in side by side. Our centre of gravity is low. Our strength is really good on the axles. Probably our weakest part is the steering rods. Just because of the width of the vehicle, it's very, very wide and not meant for something that wide. So we've got a little bit of a concern on landing really on anything but two wheels, so we've just got to hit the jump straight. And our other only fear is the wheels themselves, because they're off a wheelbarrow and they're great with downward force to a certain extent, but not very good with sideward force, so going around corners may be a problem. The overlap of the tyres into the rim isn't great either, so there's a chance we're going to lose a tyre, but I think that is our weak point. I think that we've got a really safe go-kart. There's definitely some there which have the ability to go faster because a lot of money and a lot of the right parts have gone into some of the carts. Some people have got even working suspension. They actually look like a Formula Ford car. So, but I think we've got a massive comedy value to ours. There's a couple which have got good comedy value as well, but some of them are unbelievably dangerous. We've got wheels which there's no way they're going to last. We've got people lay down going face first. I think where I'm sat, I'd rather be than probably most of the carts here. I think we've got a very, because of the state of the course and how extreme it is, I think we're in a good place, because I really don't want to end up in hospital.
We're here to win. Win.
Number one.
Number one. Go.
Well, it took about 3 days to carve it. My brother carved it last weekend, and then it's taken about a week for the whole thing to get together, the chassis and get it all painted and that.
Are you the leader? Team leader?
Yes.
Boss, what's your name?
Mark McCann.
Mark, I'm Jim. How you doing?
Jim.
I'm the safety officer for the RedBull Soapbox. So we're going to do your MOT
Okay.
on your lovely car.
Thank you.
The whole idea is that we've had teams out in the field who have been coming and seeing you, collecting your design, sending it into us. At safety control, we sit there with our clipboards and our high visors on, so no computer says no. We don't. We try and find a way to sort of not take all the fun out of it. Zip through your car, look at your glorious designs and make sure you can get to the bottom sort of in as few pieces as we can arrange.
Perfect.
Yeah? So, what I just asked the guys, if you can run me through kind of right from the start really, what your performance is, who's involved, what you're wearing, how you're going to launch the car down the ramp, and then we'll have a look at the car.
So the plan